Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is February 16th, 2018, and today is Friday morning. So looking at the economic events of the day, we're starting out at 11:30 South African time, coming out of the UK monthly retail sales, and we'll take a look at the GBP in just a moment. And then at 3:30 South African time, out of the United States, we have building permits. Lots happening in the markets, and let's see what's been going on. So we had continued pressure on the upside this week as we're looking here at the EURUSD. And just to show you how much we've really come along in the EURUSD over the past week since the debacle of the Dow Jones crashing a couple of weeks ago almost. And you were looking at the EURUSD all-time highs for the year above 125.43. And I still believe that we'll hit this 130 before the end of the year. And we're closing in on that, okay? As you can see, we had this previous trend line. We actually set it up last night on our webinar. That you see the downwards trend that we've had since 2007, and sure enough, we look like we're going to be closing in on that and possibly breaking it. And if that does happen, we could get back to the 140-ish level in the EURUSD. So let's see if that does actually frustrate. And we are all-time highs for the EURUSD. So looking at today's action, well, I mean, you want to play the trend, okay? The trend is still your friend, and we're above this double top that we had earlier in the past month or so. And ultimately, you want to buy the bull packs, okay? If you are short this particular symbol, just be careful with it because it looks like it's going to continue going up. So, if you are long it, then I would, let go of some of my longs here, but I would definitely continue to hold on to it. GBPUSD as well, finally breaking out, and there was a big lull yesterday, but finally breaking out, as you can see here, massive rally into the 141-ish level. And we look like we're closing in on this top level, okay, but we're not above these double tops, as you can see, as we are with the EURUSD. So EURUSD a little bit stronger vis-a-vis the dollar than the GBP versus the EURUSD. USD ZAR all-time low, okay, for the dollar versus the ZAR, 1158, okay, massive comeback for the ZAR. As you can see here, we broke the support of 1172 and then breaking it below 1150. At these levels, I mean, we could get back to, even the next real level is low 11s, okay? So, if this does continue in this chart pattern, if it does continue in this trend, we could see it further decline into the 11, maybe even high 10s for a rally. That's great news for the ZAR. But unfortunate news for the dollar, but that's just, the way the cookie crumbles in this business. Looking at the Aussie USD as well, continued rally above our 30-day moving average, and we're closing in on this resistance at 79.90. So let's see if we do break this on the upside as this continues trading. What has been continuously trading on the downside is the USD Japanese yen. As you can see here, the yen is trading at 105.70-ish level, all-time lows for the year for the dollar versus the yen, okay, and we're closing in this 105.19-ish support level, previous resistance. So that would be a possible place that we could bounce off of this, okay, but if we do break that, then we can definitely see it going down to 100. And I think if we continue this downward slide, we should definitely see it at 100 yen per dollar before the end of the year. So we have to take a look at that. Looking at gold finally breaking out. We mentioned this yesterday, and it continued its rally to 1358. Top off at 1366. Let's say if we do close that before the weekend, just 6 points away, 8 points away. But I do imagine that we'll continue having this rally. Now looking at oil, we also had a massive jump the other day, okay, as we mentioned, really nice bounce, and we're continuing our little bounce here from 58.93 to 61.60-ish level. So we're at midpoint here between these two points, between 64 and 58. So at this stage, I really wouldn't enter it, but I would wait as it closes in at the 64 to see how much further this particular this particular rally will continue on the upside. Now let's jump to the Dow Jones. Dow Jones had a big day yesterday, above 25,000. We're trading now at 25,275. So for the week, okay, just this week from February 12th until today, February 16th, we've had over a 750 point move on the upside, okay? From our all-time lows of last week, okay, towards the end of last week, we're up almost 2,000 points, okay, out of the 3,500 points that we gave back, right? So we're still off of our all-time highs, about 1,400 points, 1,300 points. But that's, this is really, trading. This is really a bull market where you see the resilience coming right back, okay? We're only off of our all-time highs of only 1,200 points. So that's really very minimal, okay, after a debacle like we had over the past 2 weeks. It's very minimal on the grander scheme of things, and I think that we're going to continue going up. Okay, this was the greatest trade of the week. We had a couple double bottoms, we had a breakout, so just keep an eye out on this. If it does continue today and rally into the weekend, we're looking for that as well. Looking at the JSE, also positive news because of President Zuma's resignation, the shakeup in the ANC, and that's continuing. Okay, massive rally yesterday, and it's going in conjunction with the rand, where the rand should be getting weaker, but it's not. It's getting stronger, and the JSE is getting stronger. So a lot of positive news for South Africa as the week continues. Looking at the DAX though, no. Okay, it's like quiet, okay, and not really doing much, okay. So I would focus more on the Dow, focus more on the JSE. Chasing the USD ZAR at this point, I wouldn't continue doing, but I would look for a bounce, maybe to short it on the next time. The EURUSD, like we mentioned before, getting much stronger, at breakout levels, so it might be a good entry point there for you guys. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day and a beautiful weekend. Thank you.